Marley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for Saturday, January 15th. So we are kind of starting the day off with the moon void, of course. So there's a lot of instability. There's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of scattered thinking. We are going to be locking into Cancer energy around 11:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are definitely in the full moon window, so we are emotionally heightened. We are emotionally overwhelmed. There is going to be a lot of life lessons testing us as we kind of move through this full moon in Cancer, where our home, where our family is concerned, where boundaries are needed, and where it is that we have to do things a little bit different in order to provide ourselves with a little bit of safety, a little bit of security, especially where our emotions are concerned. So there are 8 different aspects taking place here today, and 8 of them involve the moon. The moon is in her place of power in Cancer, so we're definitely feeling all kinds of intense emotions. The moon is going to bump into the sun in not the most pleasant way, and this is definitely going to be an outside trigger and activation in our physical realms, likely coming from a personal relationship within the home and family dynamic. We, of course, have to illuminate the not so nice parts of ourselves in order to figure out what it is we do not want to experience anymore, and from that, create a beautiful framework on what it is that we do want to experience. That sun in Capricorn is really pushing us to think long term about the foundations that we need to build in the here and now to support us in the future. The moon bumps into Mercury, and of course, Mercury is just fresh in his retrograde. He's essentially asleep at the wheel. And because the moon is all about emotions, we are definitely reflective. We are looking back, we are feeling things all over again, and Mercury in a retrograde is giving us a chance to sort through, reprocess these emotions, and understand these emotions in a brand new way. The moon is going to semi-square Uranus, and this is going to create a little bit of an inner chaos situation. Normally, this Uranian energy shocks us, it awes us, it gives us aha moments and moments of genius and downloads and ideas and inspiration. But right now, because we are emotionally charged, we're having a hard time making sense of our current circumstances, and therefore, we're kind of out of sorts. We don't know left from right or up from down. We do have to have a little bit of chaos in order for us to find clarity, and this particular aspect is definitely going to shake us up in order to feel a little bit overwhelmed in our heart space and in our head space. The moon is going to bump into Pluto in not the nicest way, and this is likely going to be the earlier trigger and activation that we should have experienced from a personal relationship. The moon is definitely highlighting for us the darkness, the pain, the suffering. We are going through a very intense period of closures, of endings, of purge, of release, and this Plutonian energy does bring a certain death, a certain destruction to anything that is no longer serving us, anything that is creating a very low vibration, holding us back from truly ascending to the next level of enlightenment and consciousness. The moon bumping into Pluto in this way is definitely going to illuminate the darker parts within ourselves, but also give us a choice on whether or not we are going to fall victim and stay in a state of paralysis and non-action, or whether or not we are going to boss up and push through, persevere, and take our pain and our struggle and use it for something good. The moon is going to bump into Saturn, and this is definitely going to add to the weight on our heart space, really illuminating our roles and responsibilities, our commitments, and where it is that new systems and structures need to be kind of born in order for us to free ourselves from some of the confines and restrictions of our life. And of course, thinking long term, we really have to think about, do we have the energy, time, attention to keep pouring into things that we're no longer in alignment with? The moon bumps into the true node, and this is likely going to, again, ride off the coattails of the earlier trigger and activation, putting us in a situation to think so long term about our future dreams and goals that gives us an opportunity to really feel the intensity of the changes that are taking place, and of course, give us an opportunity to rewrite some wrongs, re-edit some of our plans, and revise how it is that we're going to prepare to move forward with the new information and details that's currently being revealed. The moon is going to trine Jupiter, and this is a beautiful energy for us, definitely giving us the light at the end of what has been a very dark tunnel, and very much getting us in touch with our higher selves once again. We've been blocked out from the higher realms of intelligence for far too long, really kind of feeling dark and alone, isolated here in this physical realm. And this particular aspect is going to remind us that we're not alone. We're part of a greater, grander plan. And Jupiter, being the ruler of growth, of expansion in Pisces, which is all about our spiritual selves, all about our intuition, dreams, and creativity. We're definitely getting this water on water vibe coming from the moon in Cancer, and of course, Jupiter being in Pisces. We are going to have a huge transformation, a huge opportunity to heal. This is going to renew our spirits. This is going to make us have a bigger, broader understanding of the situations that have been unfolding and set us up for a perfect new alignment between our heart and our head when the moon bumps into Mercury. The moon bumping into Mercury definitely pressurizes the information running through our mental plane. And of course, we have to drop it down into our heart space in order to have a brand new perspective, both mind, body, and soul, in order to understand why it is that we have to push forward. We have to have a full understanding of the tough love life lessons that we've had to go through in order to come to a full completion, a full 100% alignment within ourselves, making peace with what it is that we can, plucking out the silver linings, making sense of it in our heart space, in our head space, before we go ahead and keep on pushing forward.